She did an amazing job. She's got such a unique presence and style, and her mannerisms and the way she almost acts out to the crowd. It's very unique to her. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications and you'll get alerts when these go live. We're back with Nightwish, but something a little different. On my last reaction to Everdream, I believe it was, I said I wanted to take a look at a song with the previous singer, Tarja. You guys gave me loads of options, but the one that stood out to me as the most requested, at least when I checked, was Wishmaster. In fact, someone said it was the quintessential Tarja Nightwish song. So I had to give it a look. If you voted for one of the other ones, don't worry, we will get to them all. Nightwish is going to be a part of this channel for a very long time. Did a quick YouTube search, found a live version because it was the request. It's got 8 million views, so I'm sure it's the right one. Really keen to see what Tarja's vocal impact on the band was, how she interacts with the members, the crowd. It's all going to be really important. I want to be very clear though. This is not going to be a commentary on who is better between Fleur and Tarja. I think that would be unfair and borderline irresponsible. Both singers hold such an important place in the Nightwish Army's heart and in the band's history that they both should be celebrated and given their own moment to shine and respected for their input. So can't wait to get stuck in, and I'm sure I'm going to be blown away again. Nightwish, Tarja, Wishmaster live. Let's see what you got. That's not Marco, is it? I know it's a while ago, but did they have another bassist? Okay, I have to pause there because there's so much I want to mention. First thing that brought a smile immediately to my face, and we're going back to the beginning because I want to see this again, is I've only been introduced to Nightwish fairly recently, so I didn't know if over the time the band's sound had changed. That is, the signature Nightwish sound hits hard as ever. They all started so sharp with these quick starts, quick stops. Vocally, that operatic power is so clear. She's doing such a great job with that. But because it left gaps in the songs, you did notice there's kind of, it sounds like there's a choir piece behind her, and as she stops and everyone else stops, you can almost hear it kind of reverberate around the arena or stadium there, and it's beautiful. It's really cool. And then when it started getting busier again and the whole band came in, you had the palm reading from the guitarist, you had Thomas doing this insane, what sounded like a piano run, like almost a solo that shouldn't work, but it does. The thing I want to point out about this is his genius. So you've got two repetitions. You've got dun 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 dun, and then on the second one, all he does is he adds one note in, dun 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 dun, and that just creates this epicness, and makes it feel like it's this completely different piece. It's just so simple but so smart. I'm on board. Also, shout out the yellow mic and mic stand. I missed that on the first one. Cool running. Okay, I'm going to go back to the leads in. How cool was that guitar riff that he came in with? Sounded like it was going into something a bit of an odd time signature, but it didn't, because the drummer came in and he hit that. And it sounds like a gallop. It's actually like double, just, you know, like he's double bass, but the snare hits that he's putting in between make it feel like this gallop. Very cool. She's got such personality and character. It's just awesome. I need. Okay, so I've mentioned these kind of horror comedy. I don't want to say interludes. Interludes are a big part of a song. It's like these mini interludes that link up different sections of the song, and it's this key work and this eeriness and this almost cheekiness in some of the synth that he's doing. And the guitarist and bassist and drummer are following him this time on that. It's not in isolation, but it just adds this cool dynamic where it throws you off a little bit and it resets you. Essentially, it resets your musical scale, if you will, for you to get into the next piece of the song, and it adds a really smart impact. When am I not going to be impressed by this man? I have to mention her breathing. She seems like she's got an extra set of lungs. She's singing quite this quick vocal pace to her phrasing, and it seems she just doesn't run out of air. And where she takes visible gaps to breathe, she doesn't lose. When you're singing so quickly and you're trying to start the next phrase, it's very easy to and then sing, and what that does is you either come in slightly late on the note or you lose power on the note. It comes in softer or it fades in a little bit like a wind instrument would, and she just doesn't do that. Nice bass work and the accents. Fans are loving it. Doing that key shift just like with the vocals. I know you never paused during a solo, and I'm sorry in advance, but I saw him running over and I was like, what's going on there? This is such a great place to pause on because the chemistry between these two is undeniable, and it is such a vital part of their music. Look how young he looks. Tuomas looks exactly the same. So either Tuomas was born at 32 years old, or he just doesn't age. I love these guys, man. They've been so much fun. Nice bass runs as well. I'm going back because that's cool. There's exactly that choir piece we were speaking about in the beginning, the piece that I thought I was hearing there. It's much more, it's got a much softer or longer decay on it. So these notes are ringing out and holding, and they're almost wrapping around the band and the audience. It's really cool, and it's a great quality, great production, and it's so complementary. Sometimes when you introduce choir sounds, they can overtake a band or feel like they're being forced. It's going to take a lot to take over the complexity of what these guys do. That's beautiful. Come on now. Oh, still going. Damn, he got me there. I thought he was ringing out. Awesome solo, not overplayed. Really complimentary of the song. Really, just something that felt like it definitely was a technical showpiece. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't overplayed. It wasn't overcomplicated, and I thought it was really awesome. Very mature guitar approach in everything I've seen. He does a fantastic job. Man, oh man. I loved that. I think that was the perfect song to start with them. I love how it ended, pretty much like it started. Super impactful, super sharp, super intense. Loved the guitar and bass lineup at the end there to do those runouts. But yeah, that was fantastic. Signature sound is still there. Very unique song. It sounds like it could be its own thing, but definitely part of a bigger production. Pretty much like all of their songs do. There's an epicness to them that is undeniable. Yeah, let me know who that bassist is, and if it's Marco, then I apologize, and my eyes need to be tested. Tarja smashed that one. She stayed in her operatic kind of range for pretty much most of the song, if not all the song, and that's okay, because if that's where she feels comfortable, and that may just be for Wishmaster, it may be different on other songs. I'm only going on one song that I've heard here. So she did an amazing job. She's got such a unique presence and style, and her mannerisms and the way she almost acts out to the crowd. It's very unique to her, and Fleur's got her own thing that she does very different, and I think it's really nice that they are quite identifiable. And even though there was some turbulent handover, if you will, between the singers, I love that they are worlds apart but still very much part of this Nightwish machine that we love, that churns out music that is of such a high quality, and they both hold an important place, as I mentioned, in the fans' hearts and in the band's history. So I'm glad we got to have a moment to let her star shine as well and pay respect for her input into Nightwish's history. I really appreciate that one. Let me know where to go next. We are going to get to the Greatest Show on Earth soon, I promise. Just building up to that and making sure, again, that I'm ready for it, and if there's anything I need to look into, I will do the same kind of research and homework. But yeah, I love that one, so thank you very much. And until the next one, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.